heavens gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Coselomiro, you are the source of my joy.
My Papa, the lovely angels, the heavens gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Coselomiro, you are the source of my joy.
Papa, they came for me and gave me love. Mama gave me a love and asked for nothing in return. The kind of love that is sweeter than sugar. Gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Coselomiro, you are the source of my joy.
My Papa, the lovely angels, the heavens gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Coselomiro, you are the source of my joy.
Yeah, Salim, Papa, they came for me and gave me love. Mama gave me a love and asked for nothing in return. The kind of love that is sweeter than sugar.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to another episode of Their Parents. Episode 13. Guys, that is one full season. You've been with us from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all through to 13. For saying a very big thank you. So today with me is my amazing co-host. Let me not over hyper, but you guys know how much I love this my co-host. So with me today is Zainab Yunisa. Welcome, Zainab. Okay, so yes, network is about to do its magic again today, but nothing is stopping us today. So as I wait for my co-host to join me, I would like to hint you guys on today's topic. Why do parents always make reference to past mistakes even when you're trying to be a better version of yourself? Why do parents always make reference to past mistakes even when you're trying to be a better version of yourself? I will sincerely say that I wish that we had a parent on today's show, and so we are using this medium to appeal and ask again that if you would like to be a parent on this show or a youth on this show, please just send us a message on Instagram, send us a message on Twitter. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Just send us a message at Their Parents on Twitter and tell us that you would like to be a part of the show so we can come together and talk about all these amazing topics. Why do parents always make reference to past mistakes even when you're trying to be a better version of yourself? So I would be talking from the parent point of view, and I'll be saying that for parents is harder for them, especially when you've messed up. So I'll give an example. Your parents send you to school, you go to school, or you're supposed to go to school, and at some point you get rusticated or you get expelled from school and you have to start all over again. At that point, you're the one that has made the mistake. But for the parents, it's like they failed as they failed in their duty as parents. So while you're beating yourself that, oh no, I've made this mistake and I wish I did not make it, in their heads, in their mind is, where did we go wrong with this child? What did we do? Were we too strict? Were we too calm? Were we too lenient? Did we spoil this child at any point in time? So for them, it's from a place of, in my parenting duty, I failed. So even when you now come and you say that you're trying to be a better version of yourself, they're going to be extra careful. They're not going to let any guards down. So you just got rusticated from school. They've scolded you, they've said everything, and now they've given you another opportunity to go to another school. And they start to see similar traits that they ignored in the first instance. They won't let it go. They won't let that slide. So let's say, you go out, you hang out with a particular set of people, and those people got rusticated with you, and you still want to hang out with them. No parents will allow that. You're just going to, it's red flags everywhere that no, these are the same people you were working with, though. These are the same people that they sent away with you. No, now you cannot do that. Like their antenna will be everywhere. That is this child doing this thing again? Are these the people that even influenced the child in the first instance? So they'll make reference. They will make reference to it. They'll make reference to it at every opportunity that you give them to. So it's not for the, because this question came in from an anonymous writer, and in my head I want to put myself in a place where this person has made a mistake and this person is trying to right his or her wrongs. Zainab is coming. So welcome, Zainab. Not today, network. So I already started explaining. So I would read the topic again so I can just string you along. Why do parents always make reference to past mistakes, even when you are trying to be a better version of yourself? And today I'm from the point of view of parents. So I say that as a parent, you've already sent your child to school or go to school. Let's even say one of these expensive universities, like private universities, and at some point that child gets rusticated, child gets expelled from school. So they do the old scolding thing. I say that for the parents, it comes from a place of, did I fail as in my parenting duty? Did I fail as a parent? For the parents, for the child is, I've messed up, I've done this, I've done that. But for the parents, it's like, I failed as a parent. In my parenting duty, in my parenting skills, I failed. So if that child now starts to show traits that they ignored from the onset, they will make reference. So let's say Kumbi is the child, and Kumbi has a friend called Ibidu. And Ibidu and I got rusticated. And after everything, they've given me another chance to go to another school. And I'm still friends with Ibidu, and I'm putting it in their face. They will come at me. They will make reference. Is this not the friend you were working with? Is this not the bad gang, in quotes, that you were working with? So now you're going to another school. And yes, you still have the guts to even bring this friend to the house. Or as children, we have had situations where we picked meat from the pot and all that. If meat is missing again in the pot, we are the first people they are coming to meet. It's just normal. So I think for parents is, once you've made that mistake, until you legitimately right that wrong, they will make past reference. So you don't expect to say, but they can see that I'm making efforts. Let that effort yield results. So they've given you a second chance to go to another school, go through that school and graduate. Then you can now come out with bragging rights. But that you're in that school and you expect that they will not complain, or they see traits that are similar to the traits that you were exhibiting, and they just felt that it was not a big deal. Now everything is a big deal. You sleep too late, it's a big deal. You wake up too late, it's a big deal. You hang out too late, it's a big deal. Because you've I'm going to use Zainab's word now because Zainab is always quick to saying he's breaking our trust
Yeah.
as youth. We don't trust them again. But they don't trust you again at this point. You've broken that trust that they put in your care. So at this point, you need to earn that trust by actions, not by words. Because I think now
Yeah.
for youth is when they say it, they expect that you just take it. Mom, I'm a better person. Show me that you're a better person. So I did not make preference. So I know that Zainab has a lot of things to say because she's always team youth. So me, I'm here. I'm trying to just reason with parents and see how it is. So Zainab, what do you have to say about this topic?
Okay, so firstly, I would say, you know, if you change and then you're trying to keep up the change, trying to be consistent with the change. Firstly, like they're very worried that you might is it elapse, to the old habits. And then they are worried at first. When that thing first happened, like the thing that made them to, lose trust in you or not, have like confidence in you anymore, basically, they are disappointed at first and then they just get worried that, oh, when you change and they're like, God, I just hope he or she doesn't fall back to our old ways. And in that process, in that worrisome process, they usually especially when the child is on the path of change and the child is trying his or her hardest to be that golden child. It's very hard for the child to maintain that and also hearing like insult left and right. Like parents are different, definitely, but there's some parents that the way it's not really the correction that is the problem. It's the way the correction is presented. Like for a child that that experienced a certain trauma and then she's trying to change and then you say something that triggers the trauma, it can that child can actually elapse and fall back into her old habit. So there was something I saw, I will kind of like make a reference. So this child was a drug addict and then she was sent to what's it called, a rehabilitation center. And then she came out, she changed, she was all like good and having that energy to also progress, making sure that she's on the right track. But the moment the okay, she said something like, oh, like I've changed, I'm trying to, be good, and this is what I'm doing. I want you to trust me, mom. I want you to trust me. And then the mom goes like, I can never trust you. You that you're a drug addict. You that you will soon go back to your old ways. Do you get? And the child, was alone and sad, like, oh, if my mom could say this to me. So that's how, when they're alone and depressed, they're looking for something to, make the depression go away, something like a companion, basically. And then she just elapsed back into our old ways. So I feel like maybe the mom had told her that I'm just worried, like communicate. I'm just worried that, you might fall back into your old habit. That's what I'm trying to, guide you and correct you. I think it's the way they really say it, not really the correction. People tend to have like people tend to take corrections when you present it in a good way, when you are correcting them and you're showing love, basically correction with love. And definitely I feel like every youth, except you're just a what's that word? You're just not the normal youth. If you're the normal youth, you know that this person, your mom or your dad, they're basically correcting you with love, and they want you to know parents want their child to be bad or not progress in life or not successful and all of that. So when they see that you're changing, they're just trying to remind you that please don't go back to your old ways. So I think it's the way you say it, not like being harsh and all of that. So people like, especially people that are drug addicts or they were drug addicts, all these very serious stuff. So it's very like the things you say to them is very, very like you have to be very careful of your choice of words to them because they can just elapse very easily and they go back to their old ways, their companion basically. So I just think it's the way the correction is made, correct with love, because I don't think any parents wants you to be unsuccessful and negative and backward in your life. Everyone wants you to be successful, move forward, and all of that. So yeah, I think that's my opinion on that. Parents are worried, they are disappointed at first, and they just want you to keep getting better. They want to keep you on the right track. That's why they remind you of that. But there are some parents that the way normally said the way they correct is very, very it will make you sad. You just be angry, like you don't be sad that like I'm literally trying to change. Like give me a chance. Don't insult me at every chance you get. Like you can remind me to change, not remind me that this is who I was. It's in the past, that's who I was. I'm trying to change and get better in life, basically. So yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Okay, so Zainab, you said something, and in that you said a lot of things, and I was able to pick the way you say it, like the way parents pass on this correction and all that. So I would let you know something that I think what I've noticed is that as youths now, we like to project the Western world on our parents. We like to project movies that we see on our parents. We even like to project other people's parents on our parents. See, we all know our parents, regardless of, we know the calm one. We know the one that we can go to when we know that, no, I'm not ready for Basbos. We know the parents that we know the parents that we can move to and say, mommy, I messed up. If it might be dad, and like, oh dad, I messed up. And it's like, oh, let me know about it. Or, and you can say, mommy, I messed up. Like, hey, you messed up. Oh, you scared. So, and the truth is, they are not always like that at every point in time. Study their mood and move on. I will not come and say, Zainab used this strategy with her mom, and I want to use that same strategy with my mom. It might not work. So when you say the way they say it, it's the way it affects them that they will say it. And the truth is, we keep projecting things that we see on our parents. Our parents are African to the core. Let's not forget that. So if somebody will say, oh, Johnson, oh, you messed up. No, we'll make it right. It's hard for you to find an African parent that will say, oh, we'll make it. First reaction is, my enemies have gotten me. I failed as a parent. So at that point in time, you're going to do everything to make them know that, okay, I've messed up. But it's not something that you will say, I've changed. Let them be the one to come and see that, oh, you've changed though. It's like your mom is always saying, clean your room, Zainab, clean your room, Zainab, clean your room. And you leave your room dirty and you go out and say, mommy, I've changed, don't worry, this week I'm going to clean my room. And she gives you that week and she enters your room and it's dirty. You expect her to say, but you said the first thing she says, but you said you've changed. Is this not your room? So the next time she will tell you to clean your room, she will not be calm about saying it. She will make reference to, but remember I told you last week to clean your room and you said.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's easy for us to say things. Stock is cheap. But as children, as youths, when we make mistakes, we need to put conscious efforts. We need to put conscious effort in actually changing. So okay, now the example you gave, you said she was a drug addict, blah blah blah. I think I know where you saw it from. I think I saw it too. And the thing is, did the child really change?
She was on the track.
So the
I
thing
think
is, even when Zainab, so let's use ourselves as example. Nobody can make you change until you are ready to change.
That's true.
And that's the major fear our parents have. In all the nag, all the shouts, they know that the change that they want will come from you yourself. So until they see it, and they will see it. But when they don't see it, they will continue to make reference. When they don't see that change, when they don't see that you are on the route to change, they will make reference.
Yeah.
See, there are things that our parents used to tell us before that they do not mention again, because now we do it. I'm sure growing up, they used to remind everyone, have you swept the parlor? Have you cleaned this place? But now we know that it's now an habit. We do it. So even so, in a day where you do not do it, Nobody's going to shout you down and say, oh, because they know that, oh, maybe you forgot or something happened. But if it used to reoccur, like it's a reoccurrence, you don't do it, they will continue to make reference. So we should not make it seem like our parents do not see us. They actually do. They see us. They know when we're actually about to change. We should not just. I think with the old 21st century thingy and all that, or we're woke and all. We expect our parents to. I think I'm trying to look for the right word. There's this picture that we have in our head of what our parents should be, of what they should say to us. So at that point where they don't say it, it's now like, nah.
It's not like maybe they are bad parents and all of that.
You get it. Like I'm going to meet my mom now. And I want to say, oh, mom, I'm going out. In my head, I expect her to say, oh, okay, bye, don't stay out late. If she says, where are you going to? It has scattered in my head, like, no, you don't want me to live my life. You don't want me to do, you get it. So when as a child, you've made mistake, you've gone through the wrong route, it's not going to be an easy journey in changing. Because the truth is, every correction we receive from our parents, regardless of how it is said, is from a place of love.
Yeah.
And that's not, this is not me encouraging parents to outrightly insult your children. No. Insult to do more damage. Some of our parents cannot talk without shouting.
Maybe not insult.
That's what I'm saying. Like, insult will do more damage. So I'm not saying this is because I'm saying regardless of how you say, that does not mean you now say, oh, you this stupid child. No.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that's extreme. But some of our parents cannot talk without raising their voices. So at that point, we will tune down that voice in our head and extract the words that they are trying to pass. Because in the first instance, now we mess up.
Exactly.
If you don't mess up, nobody will come and be. That's the truth. So, for youth, I would say that.
I do.
I would say that. Say it's I don't want to give a. I don't want to, because the truth is, for this message, I don't even think the person is ready to change. This person has left trying to be a better person to wanting to project it on their parents. So it will now become a case of, I tried changing. Okay, the example you gave, if they ask her now that, oh, why did you relapse? Why did you go back to drugs? Say, when I tried changing, my mommy said this, and it took me back. Really? Really? So what we see, today I'm not even for this youth at all. When we want to do something, we know that, oh, I know what I'm doing. But when we make mistakes, it's easy to say, my mommy did not correct me with love. My daddy did not correct me with love. My sister did not correct me with love. All the correction that they've been given is with what? It's with what? If a person does not love you, they will not even correct you. They will just leave you. They will leave you. So for somebody to correct you, it's from a place of love, regardless. So that's what we should understand. Say, oh, this. Oh, there's no love. They shout at me. We've watched too much movies.
You're asking me.
What we project on our parents. You and your youth. You and your youth.
Let's not go there, please. Let's not do that. Let's not go there.
Okay.
Let's not go there. I genuinely believe that there are certain people that correct because
I'm listening,
And no,
Zainab.
I don't support that. Nah, I don't support that.
So you're saying that correction can come from a place of hate. Zainab, I'm listening to you. I'm waiting for you to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
Me,
hear
I
me,
don't support
Zainab?
that too. Like, I'm not. I don't support that.
I get it. You do not support it.
It's not like it's not about you. It's not about you. It's like the statement you made about this, the statement you made about like people are not going to correct you if they don't love you. I don't believe in that. Like I genuinely believe that said there are certain people that correct you just because they want to feel right. They want to feel like yes, I can say this. Trust me, I've experienced that. There are certain people that it's not what they don't genuinely love. They just want to say because yes, I'm right. I've done it to someone before, not because I really like you, but I'm just saying because I want you to know that I'm right. I want to know that what I'm saying is right and you're wrong. I've done it before, so not like that. Yes, yeah, maybe not necessarily from parents, but there are people that do that. Trust me. Not hate, not hate. I'm not saying hatred. It's not like they genuinely like you. There are some people like that, but I'm not saying necessarily saying parents. There are people like that. Trust me.
Zainab,
Oh yeah, like
LOL.
I said, I thought you've been hearing me. I've been talking since.
Oh no, I can hear you. I can hear you. I think it's just like
Can you
there's
hear
like
me?
yes, I heard everything you said. I think the network is a bit slow. Like the receiving end is slow.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. So I think the receiving end is slow. Oh, Zainab has gone again. So Zainab said people can actually correct just to prove a point, just to prove that they are right or wrong. Please, I need Zainab to come and explain this properly. But I think for parents, what will parents be gaining from trying to prove that they are right and you are wrong? Nah, I think it's just the youth that do that. Between you and I, these people are petty. We are very petty youths. Don't tell Zainab I said this, but yes. Because if I'm correct, if I don't care about you, maybe love is maybe the word love is a big word, but I think that if I don't care about you, what like you get like I don't care. But if I care about you and I'll correct you. Yeah, so I'm waiting for Zainab to come back to come and give me answers to this thing that she has decided to say. But again, if you're just joining us, this is episode 13 of Their Parents, a show brought to you by Podium International TV. Podium, what's Podium International TV? Where can I find Their Parents? What do they do on Podium International TV? All you have to do is head straight to YouTube at Podium International TV and you will find all that we do. Their Parents is part of the shows that we run on Podium International TV. And Their Parents holds every Sunday, 4 p.m. Nigerian time, 3 p.m. UK time. So, Zainab is back. Zainab, please, we need to understand what you mean by people. So, when you left, I said that maybe the word I use, love, maybe love is a strong word. Maybe I should have said care. I don't, I, from my own perspective, I think if I do not care about you, I won't correct you. I don't, but again, I said
Not
something and I'm
you.
like,
Like I said, can you
you,
hear
these
me?
youth people, you are very petty people. So, why are you correcting to
Can you
prove a
hear me?
point? Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. So I was saying that I think network cut me off. I was saying that trust me, there are people, maybe not necessarily your parents, there are people out there. I just wanted to correct the impression that oh that everyone loves you because they want to correct you or cares about you because they want to correct you. There are people out there that do not care about you, They just want to feel right just because they want to correct someone. I've done it before because I know that this thing is right. I saw it somewhere before. I know it's right, and you are wrong. I just need to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. I necessarily did not care. I didn't care about the person. I just wanted to say that, oh, no, what you're saying is wrong. Don't do that again. That's not how it's done. Not because I really care about that person. And trust me, there are people out there that don't really care about you, but they just say because just to feel good, just to feel right. Like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That like maybe not necessarily your parent, but there are people out there that trust me. It's not like they care about you. They just say because they feel like, or they feel like they're right.
Okay, I get you, but the thing is, I don't think you got what I was saying. When I say correct, I'm not saying that. Oh, when we're talking about somebody's lifestyle, somebody's mistake. So correction in this context is, Zainab, I see that you're working with a yes, I see that you're working with somebody that might probably lead you astray. And I come to you and I say, Zainab, this your friend, it's not a good influence. That's what I mean. That's what this
Yeah.
correction is. Not
Yeah, I get what you
oh
mean. That was just a general thing. I get
yeah,
what
so
you mean.
that's
That
that's
was
what
just I
that's
just
the
had to
correction
correct
I'm
that
saying.
impression.
That's the
Okay.
correction I'm saying. I'm not like, we can use that in class. I don't get any about most of my classmates. And I say, oh, my classmates say something wrong, and I say, oh no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So that's like another aspect. But for like
Yeah.
correcting somebody's behavior or correcting somebody's lifestyle, you at
Mm-hmm.
least should have like, even if it's tiny, that person means something. Even if it's not the person that means
That
something,
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
it might be you get ahead. So that's what I'm saying. That so like for parents,
Yeah.
if for them to keep saying something, for them to, and see, I'll use my I always use my mom as an
Yeah, I
example.
understand what you're saying.
I always use my mom as an example. So there's this time growing up, that's like the first time I was going to make eba, and I did not have an idea of of what to do. And in my mind, all you had to do was let the water boil. Now, maybe it's just to boil.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that I had to boil. I know,
Like,
and
boy.
I made this eba, and it was it was strong and hard like anything. And every time, I
Oh
think
my
I'm still
God.
I think I'm still traumatized because I ate eba, like I ate eba with all that I have. Every time that I was supposed to make eba, the first thing I will hear before I enter the kitchen is, let the water boil. Oh, don't do not make that type that you made that. And remember, I'm like, I'm better now, now.
Oh my
But
God.
subsequently, when I continued making it, and she saw that, oh, I'm actually better, she stopped saying it. But
Mm.
for a while, she continued to make reference to it. That nope. As you are entering this kitchen to make this ever, please let this water boil. It's just I think it's the way we are
Yeah,
wired. I don't think there's somebody will come out and
I
say,
understand.
I don't think somebody will come out and say my parent has never made reference to one mistake that I made. Even to the smallest children. You are running again, you're running again. That's how you felt yesterday when you were running. In their it
To be honest, African mothers.
you get like what what
Yeah.
we actually want them to say as youth is, stop running, go and sit down. But no, they won't say that. It's like it feels like that's how we are
Yeah.
wired. Like I
So
have to
like I
remind.
wanted to say something.
Okay,
I don't know. The network is the network is I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Just talk. I can hear you. Zainab, I can hear you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You said you wanted to say something, so I'm listening.
That's African mothers for you. Okay, okay. So I was saying that I wanted to make a point on something you said about Western world, Western culture. The network is crazy, but I'm still
But
talking.
I
Like
can hear you. Just keep talking.
the
We can
network
hear
is
you.
crazy.
So I don't know what's wrong with Zainab Network. She wants to say something about Western world. I hope she joins us back soon. But before before she gets back, guys, share your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think about parents making reference to past mistakes when you're trying to be a better version of yourself, or when you say that you're trying to be a better version of yourself? What do you think? Please join the conversation. And as I said before, if you'd like to be a parent on the show or a youth on the show, if you just like to be a guest on the show generally, send us a message, send us a DM, send us a message on Instagram at Podium International on Instagram. And you can send us a DM on Twitter at Dear Parents. And please, while you're doing that, follow our social media handles. So that's at Dear Parents on Twitter and at Podium International on Instagram. Waiting for Zainab to waiting for Zainab to come back. Topic for today is still, why do parents always make reference to past mistakes even when you're trying to be a better version of yourself? And as usual, Zainab went to the street. She went to the street to ask parents these questions. And they had answers for us. So in a short while, we'll be playing the clip from the street, but we're trying to get Zainab back to join us in the studio so we can hear her points and all that. I've shared my points defending the parents, and I just feel like youth and children should cut some slack. They should cut the parents some slack. We should not keep we should not keep expecting our parents to act like other people's parents. Know your parents and act accordingly. Study your parents and act accordingly. Because this pattern worked for Zainab does not mean it will work. My mom is not Zainab's mom. Zainab's mom is not my mom. And the truth is they were even raised differently. So they are using two different manuals. So if Zainab's mom's manual says control A, my mom's manual might be saying control Z. So I cannot be using the approach of control A for control Z. So guys, yeah, that's it. I'm not here to support the youth today. Nah. Sometimes you guys do too much. Mhm. I said what I said. You guys do too much. You make it seem like these parents are super beings and super Marios and all that. So you guys do so much. I think Zainab is in the studio now. So please, producer, please add Zainab back to me. Please add her back. Thank you. Um yes, she's here. Please add her back. Thank you, sir. It's still your show, Dear Parents, episode 13. So, guys, I'm actually very excited about episode 13. Like one full season. It's not been easy, but we're here, and we're grateful to you guys that you always. We're grateful that you guys always tune in every Sunday to watch. Yep. Ooh. So, guys, please join the conversation. Join this conversation. Let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear what you have to say. Bring this thing. Let's hear what you have to say. And yes, guys, if you have questions that you would like to ask your parents too, you can send us all these questions. You can write a letter to your parents, and we'll be sure to deliver this letter to your parents. Um, so in 2 minutes, we'll be playing the clip from the market. In 2 minutes, we'll be playing the clip for from the market. I do not want Zainab to go without sharing her points because it seems quite important to her. Welcome back, Zainab.
Sorry, I've literally been here for a while. So
Yes, sir.
before the network kicked me out, I just wanted to make a statement on the Western world issue that you mentioned. So fine, I know like that some youth that are trying to westernize or westernize their parents, which I feel like it's absurd because they're Africans. Africans behave like Africans. But even if you say that, there are certain things that that should I feel like that should be in extent. So you like I just feel like there are some things that are just normal. They are standard things. It's not about being Western or about being African. Like the fact, okay, for example, if you have to be an honest person, it's not an African thing, it's not a Western thing, it's just a standard thing for people to be honest, for you to have good attitude, for you to have good work ethics and all of that. It's normal standard. So the same thing applies in the home where you have a family and your parents are meant to say words of encouragement to you. They're just standard things. So it's not too much when you actually require these things of your parents. When obviously you want me to treat you good as well. You want me to, behave like a good child to you. So why not? Why do you have to tell me I'm a bad child? I'm using all these words that I don't want to say they are probably the S word, the M word, the F word. That actually parents that like really extreme with their children, like the things they say to them, they're so discouraging. Even when we go to school and we have like parents forum and all of that, they say to parents, say kind words to your children. Fine, people change only when they are ready, but when they're surrounded by people that they love, that's why if you go to hospital and they say, oh, there is no remedy for this person, there is no cure for this person, but let this person be surrounded by the people they love, the people they cherish and care about. They know what they're saying, because it's fine, their words are not going to automatically change the person, but at least it's going to put the person in the presence that, oh, these people actually care about me. Maybe one day I realize that I'm actually hurting these people with the way I'm behaving, with things I'm saying, and actually say, okay, fine, I'm going to start to change myself. But when constantly 100% of the time they're constantly telling you that you're stupid, you're mad, you're this, you're not good, you're useless for yourself, how do you want that child to change? That child is definitely not going to change. They're going to go outside to look for love, to look for companion, to look for anything that is going to make them feel loved. So they, at the end of the day, they find love in the street, which is the wrong place. They find love in things that are like worldly things and all of that. So being in the home and being surrounded by people you love, saying nice things to you, saying nice words to you actually help, even though it feels like it does not help. So it's not like maybe maybe some youth are doing it, but trust me, there are certain youths that don't do that, and they're not trying to westernize their parents, but they're just certain things that, let's be kind to our children, let's care for them, let's say nice words to them, basically. So that's just all I have to say on that. Like, I'm not against parents saying bad things to parents or all of that. I'm just saying that let's care about them the way you want us to care for you. Care about me as well, say nice words to me. I don't want to go outside and tell people that, oh, my parents, and be hearing that, oh, this parent like supports this person's dream, cares for the person's change, and I'm just like, my parents don't care about me. Like, they don't even know what I did today. So, just like beware of your children, have good communications with them, have an understanding. So it's not really, this case is not really a supporting whatever case. It's just, passing the good message out there, and which is what we're trying to do with the show. Like our host said, that's what we're trying to do with the show, dear parents, passing good message across to people, not telling you what to do, but giving you an advice. Youth as well, we do too much. I know I do too much sometimes, even I know that. but let's just come to a mutual understanding, like on how to behave with each other. And definitely, parents are parents. We respect them, we love them as well. So we all we need, all we're asking you is just for you to love us, care for us, support us. Don't bring us down. Like when you do that, you see that you're going to be proud of me. You're going to be proud of you. Youth are going to do well when they know that they're constantly being supported by people that they love and they don't want to hurt people that they love. Basically, so that's all I just have to say on that.
See, I understand you 100%, and really, I'm actually glad that you said this. But you said something. You were like,
Yeah.
when they're surrounded with people that they love, one day they would realize that they're hurting them and decide to change. What if that one day never happens? And that's the fear of every parent. Is that
Yeah.
one? So the why I think for we Africans is the major thing is most times they nag you down to correct you. That's the major issue here. They nag you, like they shout, they would say things. And not Zainab, remember the episode we did about insulting, and somebody legit said that when he insults his children, he gingers them. Like that is a father. So the thing is, I'm not an advocate of please insult. No, please don't. But what me I'm saying is, our parents are too scared to fail us and fail themselves, and they will not wait for that one day. Parents do not. That's the difference between
So
Western and African parents. Western parents will give you time. Oh, you can go, come back. I know you'll be a better person. African parents will not give you that. You'll be a better person by fire, by force. Some will even take you for deliverance for this betterment. I'm serious. That's why I
so
said
how
that
is
it's
that
only
100% sure? How are you 100% sure that that's going to work?
it will not, but at least in everything they will know they've tried.
I said, yeah.
But I don't think there's any African parent that will just sit down and relax and
Yeah,
say,
true.
let me one day this child will change. I don't think so. And the truth is,
Ah,
it's a part of
it never happened. I can't do
you
it
get
too.
because if you're a
Yeah,
parent,
never.
Zainab, would you do it as a parent?
Exactly. I would never sit down and
You
allow my
get so
child to go
that is
astray.
that.
So
So the thing is, it's a part of our culture, regardless of the tribe,
yeah,
regardless of whatever tribe that we are. It's a part of our culture. Is eh?
it's the African nature.
You get
It's
so
the African nature.
it's just
It's in
there
us.
like it's so we our parents were not, or our forefathers were not taught to love in the mushy way. And it's that mushy way that we want now. The what even
Yeah,
in
that's right.
everything. There's this proverb that they say
Yeah,
it's in Yoruba. Say toba fi owo otun bomo wi wa fi tosi fa pada. So when you correct your child with the right hand, you draw that child close. So the thing is, for we youth, we don't wait for them
yeah.
to draw us back close. When they correct, we already want to be rebellious. That's why I say we keep projecting.
Wrong. Well,
So the thing is,
yeah,
so that's why we keep projecting what we think or what we watch on all these American something on our, they don't have that American lifestyle.
yeah.
You will see a mother
Mm-hmm.
beating the child and say, "It's because I love you, you be changed." And I'm like, but does she not love that child? Yes.
You're beating me. Yeah, that's
But the thing is, it's Zainab, growing up, let's leave this wokeness. Growing up, these things we didn't even used to
yeah.
think about it twice. Have you've seen that
True.
video of Mommy Calm Down? The
Nah, I don't
child
think
that was
so.
saying, "Mommy, calm down." He was crying, and I won't
Oh,
do it again.
Monica.
I won't do it again.
Yeah,
Zainab, I give you 100%. If that Mommy Calm Down was from playing rough or from going to play football, that child would go and play that football
yeah,
again without the Mommy Calm
exactly.
Down. Do you know how many times that? Do you know how many times that we got flogged for doing one particular thing over and over again?
Yeah, I
And
think you
when
just
they are
have to
beating
study
us, we
your
are
child,
promising.
basically.
When they are beating us, we are promising. Mommy, I promise I will never do that again. I promise.
It's because we are in pain. We are in pain at that moment. That's why.
You get. So it's actually hard for a parent to just relax and expect that one day.
Never gonna
So why?
happen.
That's the thing. So that's why I want us to get that the manner of approach might be wrong, and that's why this show is here too. So we can all learn. Parents will learn. The youth and children will learn. I don't know why I feel very Yorubatic today. Say ọmọdé gbọ́n, àgbà gbọ́n la fi jalè Yorùbá.
Yeah.
So nobody's an island of knowledge. So regardless of how old
That's
you think
true.
you are, your child might be able to impact you with a bit of knowledge, the same way you would impact your child with a bit of knowledge. So we'll come together as one and we'll communicate this thing. Mommy, I know I have wronged you. Mommy, I know I have done this bad thing, but I want you to please be on this journey of change with me. There are days that I will annoy you. There are days that you will sleep.
Yeah.
There are days that I will be tired, especially for somebody that is a drug addict or was a drug addict. You don't come out and expect, don't be entitled that because I say I've changed. You will plead that they be on that change journey with you, because some of them do not even understand this thing. Because their parents does not mean that they understand it. They've not been in that shit. They might not even know what they might not be what the urge is. So you get it. Yeah. So youths, we need to take it easy with our parents. We need to take it easy. I see. A wise woman once said, children did not come with manual.
Exactly.
We did not come as refrigerators. We did not come as television. Nobody is any. So we just came, and we even came naked like that. So they have this parenting thing is a skill that you will learn on the job. You know those. This is not for interview. Say I can unlearn to relearn. You will learn on the job. The only thing you can learn from people is how to change diaper, how to make baby food, but how to make your child a better child, you will learn on the job. So we're going to the streets now. You know now, their parents is not complete without Zainab going to the streets to get all the juice from the streets. Like what's
you know that's right.
What's their parents without Zainab going to the streets to get all the juice? And guys, please tell Zainab thank you. Right. Because
good day to amazing parents. We miss you guys so much. Now we are back on another episode of Dear Parents. We're on the streets of Lagos, as you can see. We're on the bridge of Lagos. Oh my God, what is this week's topic? This week's topic is going to be hot. Now, the topic is, do parents have to make reference to past mistakes even while we're trying to be a better version of ourselves? I can't wait for what the parents have to say on the streets of Lagos. Now, let's go.
They don't need to go back to the past or make reference to the past, since they are trying to. The only thing the parents need to do to encourage them and to tell them things they need to know so that they will become better. So they don't make, because when you make a reference to their past mistakes, they will feel bad. And when a child feels bad, there are some certain things that will come into their mind that will make them to feel, is this my mom or my dad? Why is this repeating my wrong, as in bringing my wrong to the present? So the only thing they need to do is to pray for them, advise them, let them know their right, what is right for them to do, and for them not to go back to that past mistake.
I think it's okay for them to make they can make reference to past mistakes, just for them to remind their parents that no, I can do better. I am doing better more than I am doing right now, because something like that has happened to me before, and I was like, madam, this thing that I'm doing now, you know that when you were correcting me that time, I'm right. So sometimes you are right, sometimes you are wrong. But when you know you are wrong, you have to make amendments, and when you are not, so that's it.
Well, I think it's a common thing. It is not limited to kids alone. Even adults do have a similar experience where when you make a mistake or your parents or any person in position of authority have to make reference,
Sorry, oh my God, my this is just, you can continue.
So it is common here in this part of the world where parents or people in position of authority have to make reference to previous mistakes on each and every occasion where a child or ward, commits any, wrongdoing. So I don't see it going with us anyway. So it is something we have to, live with for as long as possible. So it is left to the kids and wards to always be the best of themselves and avoid situations that would always make their parents or guardian make reference to their previous mistakes. It can't go. It has gone. It is something that is part of us, So, and it's another way of telling us to, stay away from those things that would always make us make reference to previous misdeed. So, as long as you don't give us the best of yourself as a child, then we'll always make reference to your previous. That will enable you. That will keep you on your track. That I have to stop all form of wrongdoings that would make my parents make reference to my wrong acts in the past.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh my God, we are back from the streets of Lagos. My parents, they had a lot to say. A lot, as you can see, they had a lot to say. Thank you so much to everyone, to every parent that listened to us, to every amazing parent out there, to every amazing youth out there. Thank you so much for watching us. Don't forget to tune in, spread the news, share, like, subscribe. We love you. Bye. Ohun tó bá dára kó rọ̀ fọ́mọ rẹ̀, tó bá lógún ẹrú ó yá wọ̀ mẹ́fà, tó bá lógún ẹrú ó yá wọ̀ ọgbọ̀n, ìjọ tó bá kú ọmọláàbí.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That if parents actually supported me, that you can't be too harsh. You have to know your child. You can't be too harsh on us. Because we're going to feel bad.
So to everyone that stopped to answer Zainab and the team from their parents, we say thank you very much. We see your love, we feel your love, we say thank you. And guys, we would like to be here all day and just gist and talk with you guys. But we have to go. I will say this again. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please, we're on Twitter. We're on Twitter, guys. So just send us a DM at Dear Parents. Just tell us, I want to be, I want to come and break tables. We would see, guys, we finished the whole season. This is season 1. And you know that when they do season 1 and they're coming back for season 2, it's always double the. It's not going to be something to play about. So, guys, if you would want to be a guest on our show, so send us a DM on Twitter at Dear Parents, and we would see to the fact that you come on the show. And if you have a letter to send to your parents, the link for the email will be on YouTube. So just click that link and send your letter to that link. And if going to the link is long journey for you, send it as a DM on Twitter too. We would see it, we would read it, and we would deliver your message. Guys, my name is Babalola Adekunle and my amazing co-host Zainab. Thank you guys for joining us on today's episode of Dear Parents. We hope that you join us again next week, Sunday, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Bye, guys, and have an amazing week. Bye. Bye.
Mama, Papa, the lovely angels the heavens gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Coselomiro, you are the source of my joy.
Mama, Papa, the lovely angels the heavens gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Coselomiro,
heavens gave to me.
Yeah, Papa, Jose Lumiro, you are the source of my joy.
Yeah, Sahil Papa Nijigi. They can't forget.